purpose of the Centre for Learning at Upper Canada College, it's an interesting question because when visitors come to the school, I sometimes feel that they're expecting a separate building or a really huge space. And the main underpinning of the Centre for Learning is that it's all about relationships. So the first mandate is all boys. That is support for all boys, boys understanding their learning, boys understanding and how to set goals around their learning, and boys being able to advocate for themselves. That's at the heart of everything that we do. We also have a mandate that is around some boys. And it's hard to get your head wrapped around this initially sometimes, but the some boy piece really means that every boy can be a some boy at some time during their time at Upper Canada College. And that's when you need individual attention or a personalized approach to your learning. The third mandate is our work with teachers. And that to me is probably where we really see the work of the Centre for Learning throughout the whole school. And that's that we work together. Our role is not to tell teachers what to do. We don't consider ourselves to be experts apart from the teachers. But what we do is set up ways that people can listen to one another, share best practices, and help us develop those as a school. The last mandate is the mandate around research. And that's that we want to be thoughtful and careful about what guides our practice in the school, but also how do we know that we're doing a really great job. So researching that is important to us as well.
And it's really about understanding how to motivate boys, because we motivate boys best when we help them to lead lives that are congruent with their deeper core values. And so one of the things that makes, in my view, UCC a global template for excellence in this regard is that they are providing activities and a forum for boys to engage in that type of discovery.
People, humans, are wired to learn. We're just very good at it. But we don't necessarily all learn effectively in a classroom. That's a very artificial environment. And so the kinds of things that we've been doing for hundreds of years in classrooms weren't necessarily benefiting everyone, or at least certainly not benefiting them all equally. And we thought there were ways that we could adapt the educational model to be more effective, to reach more students, and to reach them more effectively.
We do work with both the students and the teachers. So with the teachers, for example, we make sure that they have the best research on what we know about the brain and learning, and we bring that to them and then sort of work collaboratively to help them design new experiences for the classroom where we can put that into practice. And something that makes it really fun and active and really engages the boys in their learning. And then we can talk about what worked, what didn't, what we would try next. And so there's a kind of safety in that collaboration and a freedom in it too.
I know the centers helped me not only understand more about my students as people, but understand their needs academically. And that's huge in the classroom.
We really look at the center as another classroom for the boys, so they know that they can come here to do small group work during the day. They can come in the morning if they need to organize their binders. They can come after school for homework club. And then Susan and I spend a lot of time working in their classrooms as well. So we're just another teacher in the classroom, another set of eyes, another set of hands, another voice to talk to students, to hear what they need to move them forward in their learning.
One of the main programs is a peer tutoring program, so our students work in partnership with their peers and they provide support in any academic area.
I have a lot of friends who have they've been on both ends. They've received tutoring from the Centre for Learning, from older boys, and then now that we're at the older stage, they're able to pass on this knowledge to younger boys. And I think it's such a unique opportunity to allow these students a new way to learn that's beyond just, a teacher, in front of a classroom. It's allowing this one-on-one interaction with someone who's been through it all and can maybe teach it in a new way.
We certainly wanted to feel that every student in the school would benefit from the work of the center, that every student would leave UCC with a much firmer understanding of the way they learn, because not everyone learns the same way, and it's useful to know something about how you learn.
It's been fantastic watching my son grow as a learner, from when he started SK at the age of just turned 5 to now when he's in year 1 at the upper school. It's been just fabulous, transformative for him and for us. And the Learning Center has been there for him all along the way in ways that he wouldn't have had those opportunities had he been somewhere else.
I think in addition to everything else that the CFL provides, it's also that sort of home away from home for our boarding students. A lot of our boys come from different cultures, different language backgrounds, and they find a place in the CFL that can support them, especially during their transition to a tough and demanding school. In some respects, it's about language acquisition. Sometimes it's about sort of organizational skills. Sometimes it's just adapting to a different way of life.
Well, our motivation really needs to go back further than 10 years. I mean, we had come to see the traditional education system as based on an industrial model. I mean, this isn't an original idea. It's very clearly based on an industrial model. People move forward in lockstep together, and they learn the same things in the same year, and onwards and hopefully upwards they go. But it doesn't work like that. I mean, people learn in many different ways. And the traditional system suited some students very well and other kinds of learners not very well. We felt that that needed to be addressed.
I think we've always been a high ambition school, and now I think we can look people in the eye and say, we're about high ambition but also high support. And the Center for Learning is sort of a catalyst for helping us promote that sense of supporting boys through adolescence.